The Barcelona Grand Prix is just around the corner, and with it comes one of the most anticipated technical directives of the 2025 Formula One season. Front wing flexibility is under the microscope, and this time, the FIA is tightening the screws. Will McLaren's dominance be checked? Will Ferrari finally close the gap? The 2025 Formula One season has already given us plenty to talk about, but now we're approaching a major turning point. The new technical regulation in Barcelona could shift the entire championship landscape, particularly when it comes to front wing flexibility. Following the Chinese Grand Prix, the FIA's attempt to regulate rear wing flexibility didn't deliver the level playing field many had hoped for. But with front wing behavior now taking center stage, we're expecting a much bigger impact. Why does this matter so much? Well, front wings play a crucial role in generating downforce, especially in low-speed corners. When analyzing the top 4 teams, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, and Mercedes, visual differences are clearly noticeable. In slower sections, the McLaren and Mercedes front wings appear to flex more, which has led Red Bull and Ferrari to raise concerns. Since late last season, whispers about McLaren's front wing legality have only grown louder, and it took the FIA quite a while to step in. But is this new technical directive going to upend the championship? Not necessarily, at least not entirely. If we rewind to Japan earlier this year, we got a clear view of the rear wing flexibility that triggered the FIA's interest in aerodynamic compliance. On Suzuka's long straights and through its slow corners, McLaren's rear wing displayed significant flex. But it wasn't enough to justify sweeping changes, or at least that's how the FIA saw it. Now, in Barcelona, the front wing flex allowance is being reduced from 15mm to just 10mm. While that may seem minor, it could have a major impact, particularly for teams that have been extracting extra performance in low-speed corners through flexible aero parts. McLaren, however, remains calm. Both Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris have downplayed the regulation's impact. According to them, the car's advantage doesn't stem from front wing flex but from other performance areas, particularly tyre management. Still, the upcoming race could bring the field closer together. Max Verstappen is poised to benefit from any shift in aerodynamic advantage. And Red Bull, never shy about pointing fingers, has made their suspicions about McLaren crystal clear. Ferrari is another team watching this regulation closely. Team principal Frederic Vasseur has been measured in his approach, stating that the new directive might reset short-term performance, but not the championship order. He confirmed that all teams will need new front wings in Barcelona and hinted that Ferrari could bring additional updates like a new floor or revised bodywork. In his words, it could be a reset in the immediate picture, but not in the championship. The guy who is leading the championship before Spain will still lead after Spain. But in terms of performance, it could be a game changer. Red Bull's Christian Horner echoed that sentiment. He recalled finishing 0.8 seconds behind McLaren in the first 3 races, but then winning in Suzuka and placing 4th in China. His point: don't underestimate how much these front wing regulations could shake things up. That said, attributing McLaren's rise solely to front wing flexibility is an oversimplification. One of their strongest assets has been tyre preservation. Yes, the front wing influences tyre behavior, but not to the extent where limiting its flexibility would erase McLaren's performance edge overnight. Still, there are other allegations. One of the most controversial: that McLaren used phase-changing materials to optimize tyre temperature. When the FIA released a clarification in Imola, McLaren's performance appeared to dip, placing them on par with other top teams. Coincidence or not, it raised eyebrows across the paddock. Barcelona will be the perfect testing ground for these technical changes. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya features a mix of high, medium, and low-speed corners. It's a balanced layout that reveals a car's strengths and weaknesses under a variety of conditions. We're also expecting warm, sunny weather across the race weekend. That means hot asphalt and elevated tyre degradation. This is especially relevant given that high degradation circuits tend to amplify aerodynamic differences. Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, remains unfazed. He believes the attention on McLaren's wings is misplaced, and even advantageous. In his view, distractions like these cause rival teams to lose focus. For us, it's good news when our rivals focus on things that are not even present in our car, Stella explained. Even if there was some front wing deflection, it's irrelevant to why McLaren is competitive. I hope these sagas continue. It means others are focused on the wrong things. Can you blame him? McLaren has surged to the front of the grid this season, and taking them down in the Constructors' Championship is no easy task. With both drivers consistently in the top 3, they are forced to be reckoned with. Ferrari, on the other hand, has shown only incremental improvements. Charles Leclerc nearly won in Monaco, and the SF25 has become more reliable, but it's still not enough to consistently challenge McLaren. The hope for Ferrari fans is that the new front wing directive, paired with performance upgrades, can finally widen the car's operating window. This would allow Leclerc and Carlos Sainz to fight at the front more frequently. And on a demanding track like Barcelona, which tests driver skill and aerodynamic efficiency alike, this will be their biggest opportunity yet. That being said, don't underestimate McLaren's adaptability. If they were exploiting a grey area with the front wing, they've had ample time to adjust. Whatever advantage they lose in aero flexibility, they may already be compensating for elsewhere on the car. This leads to a bigger question. Why did the FIA wait until race 9 to implement such a crucial rule change? That delay has sparked frustration from rival teams and confusion among fans. In a tightly contested season, regulatory timing can influence the championship just as much as driver skill or car performance. So, what are we really expecting from this weekend? A potential reshuffle in team performance. A clearer picture of who's legally optimized their aero packages. And, perhaps, a narrowing of the gap between the top teams. If the technical directive delivers as expected, we might see Red Bull and Ferrari inch closer to McLaren. But whether that's enough to change the championship outcome, that remains to be seen. So, what do you think? Will the new front wing regulation in Barcelona reset the balance of power in Formula One? Or will McLaren continue their dominant run despite the FIA's intervention? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to click the next video on your screen to stay up to date with everything happening in the world of Formula One.